And on the biggest story tonight, we want to talk about the new video that has emerged today, which is the biggest talking point. On Monday, the Gyanvapi issue picked up steam. On Tuesday, a first video emerged showing what looks like the Shivling inside the Wazukhana area of Gyanvapi Masjid. That's what the Hindu side claimed, which was disputed by the Muslim side. Some called it a fountain. Today, that is Wednesday, a second video has emerged, and it shows for the first time a Nandi sitting right opposite what the Hindu side claimed was the Shivling, 80 feet apart, explained on the biggest story tonight. There is an aggressive push to deny the survey findings even before the findings are out on Thursday. But what is the problem if an old, undated video circulated on social media, this is the video, social media, showing what looks like a Shivling in the Wazukhana area, which was filled with water, all this while emerges to be true. Now, look at the video. Look at the video very closely. When there is no water, you can see a Shivling-like structure in the middle of the Wazukhana. Now, there is an oval structure which clearly depicts what looks like a Shivling found inside the well. And this is the well below the ground area, such that it can be easily hidden if it is covered with water. If it is covered with water, you can't make out if there is a Shivling-like structure. Now, that's video number one, right? Let's show you video number two. Video number two, which has come today, that's Wednesday. We now have accessed a 30-second video. This is a 30-second video, and you can see the Nandi at the beginning of the video. At the beginning of the video, you can see the Nandi, which is situated about 80 feet facing the Shivling that we showed you in the first video. In this video, you can see the Nandi facing the Shivling, which is inside the Wazukhana. Now, this video shows the Nandi exactly opposite the Wazukhana at the Gyanvapi mosque and facing what the Hindu side claims is the Shivling. It's around 80 feet from the Shivling, as claimed, and exactly opposite, except that there is a grill that separates the Nandi. Look at that now. The grill, this one, the grill that separates the Nandi from the Shivling, which is again, as seen in the first video that emerged, inside the fountain area. And in this particular video, as you go closer and closer and closer, you will see that the water is covered in the well, and you can't really make out that there is a Shivling, as claimed by the petitioners. Look at that. You won't see it in this video, but in the first one, you did. Now, the verdict, the report, and the Supreme Court intervention, whatever it is, will happen on Thursday. And here on Republic TV, a lot of our viewers are asking what's really happening in Gyanvapi. Now, let's use this graphic which I have in front of me to explain to you the contention, the claim, and the geography of it. Now, this is the Wazukhana that you see here. This is the Wazukhana, and that's the Shivling. Now, this is a graphical representation, not the exact version. It's a graphical representation to give you the estimate, a broad estimate of how the site is stacked up, right? Now, this is the Wazukhana which has the water, and the Shivling that we showed you in the video yesterday, which can be seen, or what looks like the Shivling, as claimed by the Hindu side. Now, this is in the Gyanvapi Masjid corridor, and that's the corridor entry that you see here. You will see that the Wazukhana and the Shivling is right here. Now, there is a barricade that you see here. If a little further, there is the barricade. There is a barricade, and across the barricade there is the Nandi, which is roughly about 83 feet from the Shivling. Across the Shivling, 83 feet, you can see the Nandi, and the Nandi is facing the Shivling as claimed by the Hindu side. And now the Nandi is on the side of the Sringar Gauri corridor. You can see that the Sringar Gauri corridor and the Gyanvapi Masjid right next to each other, but separated by this wall. You can also see that wall there, which the Hindu side says they want that wall to be brought down. But of course, all of this is something that the court will now decide on. And we have another graphical representation of what is similar to the Wazukhana area. This is a graphical representation once again. Now, when there is water in this area, that's how it looks. And you saw the video, the first video, when there was no water. You can see the well-like structure that you see here, the well-like structure, and there was water, and when the water is removed, now the Shivling appears. What the Hindu side claims is the Shivling appears and can be seen very clearly, and that was the video that emerged on Tuesday that indicated that there was something like the Shivling which the Hindu side had been claiming all along. Now there is also a wall that you see here, the wall right next to the Wazukhana. There is a wall, and that wall that you see on the screen right there separates the Wazukhana, the Shivling and the Nandi. Now the distance between the Shivling and the Nandi is roughly about 83 feet. Now the wall that you just saw go down, now that wall is separating the Nandi and the Wazukhana and the Shivling, and they want that to be brought down. Of course, it is still in the courts. It is a legal matter, and the Nandi, of course, is in the Kashi Vishwanath corridor. This is where the issue stands, and we are hoping for answers to some of these questions on Thursday.